What's going on, you average Joes? This is your boy, the average Joe, and yes, this is the official first episode of the podcast. I'm excited, and also, well, we ain't gonna say the average Joe show yet. We're gonna give that a little bit more time, but basically, we're gonna start it off by just talking about different topics. Just discussing a variety of things, and just get into just having a good decent conversation. I mean, what's going on with y'all? What's up? If y'all have any questions need answered, I'll do the best I can with what I got in my head. All right. All right. So basically, what I want to talk about first is relationships. Why do people find relationships so difficult? And just me observing, and just me just talking with different people that have been in relationships or have been married. My thing is, I feel like what's more complicated is people are in their own ways and they're selfish. Just take for instance, you got a husband and a wife, and the wife will complain about this and that and this, and the husband will complain about this, that and this and whatnot. But they never met on common ground to say, hey, let's just talk about our problems, our issues. It's like, what do you feel like you want me to do more? If it's something like, washing the dishes, cleaning up more, or, being, attend to your needs more, then I could do that. But if it's stuff that's like beyond your abilities, things that you can't do, then your spouse is going to have to understand that. But the whole point is, you guys sat there and communicated. Y'all talked. Y'all were humble. Y'all didn't argue with each other. Y'all shouldn't have to argue, but it may be an argument about whatever and something. But y'all didn't get to the point where y'all was trying to make each other feel bad. Y'all was just humbling yourselves. The spirit took over to say, you know what, I just need these things to be addressed, because we never have an opportunity to talk to one another like this, because we're either constantly busy, or we're so stuck in our ways, or we're real stubborn. So my thing is, if whatever relationship you in, marriage or just the whole boyfriend girlfriend thing or whatever, it's like communication is key. Communication is key. Like, God, of course, is number one, and I feel like after God, it should be communication. You could talk. You have to talk to each other. Let each other know, what do you need and what do you want. And for some reason, I feel like, I don't know. I'm not just saying this, just not saying this just because I'm a guy, but I feel like women have a hard time communicating. It's like they will sit there, they will stare at you, and they'll make all type of faces. And you like, what's wrong? And they'll look like, well, I don't eat fish tacos on Tuesday, and Wednesday, I like to get chicken wings and fries, but then you don't know nothing about me. I'm like, first of all, you didn't tell me anything. I'm like, who wants wings on a certain day and fries and fish tacos? I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's like, I want to let the ladies know, like, God, like the fellas, let the ladies know, as us as guys, we're not mind readers. We don't know what's going on in your head. We don't know what you want at a certain time. It's like, if you want to go here, just let us know. If you want this to eat, let us know and we'll do it. But it'd be a point where a woman will automatically think a guy knows what he's doing, or he knows what she wants or what she needs. I'm like, that's not always the case. Just people in general. You may have people that figure people out and just be like, I know everything about you, I already know what you need and want. But some people, like, just say for example, if I was going on a date, and for a couple, me and this another woman, we going on a date, and we're just hanging out, having fun. But then she'll get to the point like, oh, he don't know what he doing. He don't know how to order my drinks, or he don't know what I like and what I need and stuff. I'm like, we never got to the point to communicate to say, what type of drinks do you like, or what type of place do you enjoy, or do you like to, go hiking, or do you like to walk in the park, or go to the theater or museum or something, or concert or something. So I feel like communication is real key. And not just talking about the ladies, but also us guys. Like, we have a hard time with expressing ourselves emotionally. Like me, for to be honest, like, I feel like you put the spirit before anything. Like, we shouldn't base a lot of things on emotions, but you know us guys, we need to tell our women that they're beautiful, they're amazing. We know they go through a lot, physically, mentally, everything. But we never take time to sit them down and say, I really, really, really appreciate you and I love you. And I know you got a lot going on and you like to do a lot and you have to go about, doing more than you can handle. But I just want to let you know I appreciate you and I'm here for you. And whatever you need, please let me know. That's how guys are. It's like, let me know and I can handle it and I could work at it or whatever it is that I'm not used to doing. I would do that for you to take care of you, to let you know that, hey, I love you. So ladies, like, you say you want a guy to be this way and that way. It's like, communicate and the guy will be that. He's not going to change. He's not going to change who he is. He always going to be himself. That's why you picked him, because you loved him, or you felt like, hey, let's go on. We go on dates and stuff because it's something about you that's amazing. But if yeah, like, just say if I was on a date with a female, or we started to get into a deeper relationship where we become, boyfriend, girlfriend, or we're aiming towards marriage. It's like, if she would tell me, can you do this more or do this less, then I'll be like, I got you. That's what I'm working on. Relationships and marriages work. You got to work to make each other happy. I'm like, if I can make my my wife or my woman or anybody, if I can make them happy every day, I would do that. I would do that. If she comes home and she said, wow, I would love a chocolate sundae and a bubble bath or blah, 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 I'm like, bam, run to the bathroom, boom, bubble bath, boom, run to the store, no matter how far it is, come back and say, here you go, babe. I went out my way to do that. But a lot of times you got to realize that your spouse can do but so much. So it's like, if they do more than enough, it's like, appreciate them. But if it's at times where they feel like, if it's times where they be like, I can't do it at this time, babe, I'm sorry, I'll try to do the best I can. It's like, just say, you know what, I appreciate you anyway for, making the effort. And that's how it is. Relationships aren't really difficult. We just make it difficult. And we're selfish. We're selfish. And not to get into details with this, but when people get with each other, in the bed, or with sex and and stuff. So it's like, you'll have the husband or the wife, they will talk to everybody else about their marital problems, or their what the problems in the bedroom. But it's like, you're not talking to your spouse. It's like, you're complaining about your spouse can't make you feel this way or can't do this. I'm like, talk to them. The fact is, the person that you marry, they may can't do the things that you want them to do. Some things may be beyond their ability. So it's like, you have to you have to not get all into yourself and talking about, oh, I need this, I need that. It's like, cheer your spouse on. Let them know you're doing a great job. It's, I love everything you're doing. If it's something that you want them to do, let them know. If they can do it, cool. If they can't, you got to understand that, hey, that's beyond your ability to do certain things. But that's what marriage is. Marriage shouldn't be about, oh, they can't do this and that for me now. I will say this. If it's at a point where they're not making an effort, I don't have too much answers on that, but I will suggest a spiritual counselor or a Christian counselor, like a pastor or a deacon or a couple, or anybody that you could talk to that you trust, that could give you the answers. Or most importantly, pray to God, ask God to lead this relationship, and to pray to him to say, what do you want me to do, God? What should I do? And then you'll have the answers. Just rely on the spirit to talk to you, to say, this is what needs to be done. But yeah, with relationships, for me, I would say this is important. You get to know someone, and you may see them more often, or you feel like, hey, they're cool, so you establish a friendship. Y'all talk, have just go out wherever, or go out with friends, and y'all meet each other, blah blah blah. And then after that, that's when you make that approach to say, hey, would you like to go on a date, or would you like to court, or whatever it is they call it. So for me, dating, I would say dating is like, spending more time with that person than more than you would do, friends and whatnot. And you respect each other, meet each other in public settings and public areas. And I wouldn't suggest being in the house alone by yourself, because that's going to mess things up. And God wants us to be better than that. So yeah, and once you've asked, would you like to start dating or go on more dates? If they say, hey, I don't see you like that, or I see you more as a friend, but I really do appreciate it. It's like, be humble, back up and say, you know what, I understand and I appreciate it. And then it'll, y'all be casual, y'all be friends, continue to stay friends, encourage one another spiritually and whatnot. But if it comes to a point where they say, oh, I would love to go on a date with you, y'all start dating or courting, and it's like y'all will aim more towards, marriage. Like if I'm going to date you, I'm dating to marry you. I'm getting to know you to see if we're compatible spiritually, like where are we at. It's like we both believe in God and we're doing things that God wants us to do, but also it's like other things. It's like, are we really compatible? Either we're similar or we're different. Whatever it is, we need to know if it's going to work between us. But it doesn't. It's you don't have sex with someone to determine if the relationship is going to be good, or you don't look to say like, okay, so for guys, we don't look at females to say, oh, she has big breasts or big butt. Or ladies, you don't look at the guys to say, oh, he has, a nice whatever, or he has, the muscles and all that stuff. But that's what we look for. We're real superficial. It's like we want the Hollywood actress type or the actor, or we want that nice looking person, this and that, or they gotta be this color, they gotta be this tall, this short, whatever. And that's what really messes it up. And when we base it on those things, it's like it's going to be an unsuccessful relationship, because those things that you're basing off of, whether if you want to proceed with the relationship, those things could fade. Sex can fade, looks can fade, like all those things, material things can fade. But when I'm with that person for connecting with them spiritually, then I know it's going to be successful because we putting God first, and that's the most important thing. And also, you need to realize that your spouse could do but so much, but if they're making an effort to make you happy, it's like appreciate them. Y'all may not talk as much about certain things, but y'all need to do more. They may not cook the best, they may not be the best in bed, but it's like all those things, y'all communicate, y'all talk. You be like this, hey babe, let's do this more or less in the bed. Or babe, let's cook. Let's take cooking classes, or let me show you how to, cook this certain dish that I like. Or hey, let's, go out more, or let's, talk more, or let's chill more. Let's do something to make this marriage work. It's like I don't want to give up on you so easily. Like I don't just want to lose you over bad cooking, or the house not being clean enough, or bad sex, or less communication. It's like I don't want those little things to get in the way of a long-term great relationship. And yeah, that's basically my 2 cents on that. And yeah, that's it. And I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay blessed always. The Average Joe Show. Peace.